guys, welcome to the Rubber Room. It's me, Chris Colley. I am in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I am coming to you live on Wednesday for a little bit of a lunch break. I am just trying to get, excuse me, back into my Wednesday lives at noon, so I thank you for joining me here. Today we're going to make a little gift bag. It's the holiday season, and so I'm always looking for a really cute, adorable little way to give a gift, and we are going to do this with a 12 by 12 piece of designer series paper. So I have taken my 12 by 12 and I've scored it at 2 inches, 5 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11 1/2. And I'm just going to turn it and score it 2 inches on both sides here. And then we're gonna just cut up on the what would be the bottom part of it. So let's go ahead and get started here. I will post a picture of my template in the comments section for you guys as well. We're going to be using the Gingerbread Man stamp set and coordinating dies. If you guys don't have this or haven't seen it yet, it is absolutely adorable. You have there's 18 dies in it. You have a little hat and a scarf and a bow, a little piece of candy, a sucker, a little coffee cup, a little comment quote, some candy canes, and these are all just little faces and some gumdrops and little squigglies. And then here you have two of the gingerbread, and they're hooked here so that you can actually make a card that opens up with them. Lots of little extra pieces in here, but you have some really cute little sayings in here, and you can see you can kind of dress up your snowman, your gingerbread man. I'm still a little bit sick. I can't decide if it's a cold or a sinus thing, but I'm going to go to the doctor's tomorrow, so we'll get it figured out. And I'm going to be using the branching out dies. These dies layer, and you have these extra little pieces, which I just absolutely love this time of year. That little pine cone is absolutely beautiful. And then the kind of evergreen branches. But these dies I use a lot. So in this bag we're going to do will fit, this is a Bath & Body Works cleansing gel hand soap. This is not the foaming hand soap. It's a cleansing gel hand soap. And I happen to have the gingerbread one. It looks like it was about $8.95. And these do go on sale sometimes, so you can pick up a bunch when they are on sale, especially during Christmas holidays. They will have those on sale. And your bag's going to fit that perfectly. So I am going to take, this is a piece of the Marbled Elegance 12 by 12 Specialty Designer Series paper. And this was on the last chance list, so chances are it may be gone by now, but I am using up all of my last chance list stuff. So let's go ahead and start with this 12 by 12 piece of paper. And I'm going to open up my paper trimmer. I am left-handed, so I score a little bit differently, or I use my paper trimmer a little bit differently. You can see that my Stampin' Up! Is at the top, and my numbers and measurements are closest to me. So I am going to start with my 2 inch. I'm going to take my dark blade and just kind of park it up there. I'm going to start with my 2 inch score line, and your lighter marker is the one that is going to do your scoring for you. So I'm just going to score it 2 inches. Again at 5 3/4 inches. Again at 7 3/4, and then at 11 1/2. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my paper, and I'm going to score the top at 2 inches, and flip it around and score it at 2 inches. If you don't want to do the flip, you can do it at, score it 2 inches and at 10 inches. Okay, I can get this out of here for now. And I am going to, isn't that gorgeous on this side? I really like that too. You can obviously use whichever side of the paper you want, but that kind of marbled red and pink together I think is gorgeous. So I'm just folding and burnishing on all of my score lines. This is going to make it a little bit easier to see them before I start cutting. Your top and bottom are scored at 2 inches. So it doesn't matter which one you're going to fold for the top or the bottom. I'm going to fold that little 1/2 inch one here. Okay, so I think I like this one the best. So I'm going to fold that over, and that's going to be the top of my box. So I'm just going to give that a good score. And I'm going to kind of score it again with my box folded over. There we go. Okay, so that makes this my bottom. So I'm just going to fold that up and in. And then I'm going to cut off this little tab here. It's going to come completely off. And that's just going to help make my box a little less bulky on the corners when I fold my bottom together. Okay? And then I'm going to cut all of my score lines right up to that 2-inch score mark. And I'm not going to miter these, just, excuse me, because it's not going to matter when it folds. And I want it to be square on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put some tape right along this edge, that whole edge there. And you can use whatever kind of tape you want. If you're a green glue person, which if you watch me, you know I am not a green glue person at all. You can use Stampin' Seal Plus. You can use your Terran tape, whatever adhesive you like best. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just going to fold that top it down. And then I'm going to add adhesive. This is that little 1/2-inch strip that we've cut the bottom off. You can see we cut the bottom off there. So I'm going to start with my Stampin' Seal there. And then I'm going to fold my box shut. And the easiest way for me to do that is to fold that right over and then lift my fold right up to my other edge. Right up to it. And then just kind of seal it as I go along there. And just press it down like that, all the way across that edge. And where we've taped it together, that is going to be the back of my box. I'm going to have to put a little bit of adhesive in here. Looks like I forgot to do that. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be the back of my box. So I'm going to fold this flap in first. So I have taken my 2 short flaps and folded them in, and there's my long one. And I'm just going to add some adhesive right in here. And this is basically your box, and it was like less than 5 minutes scoring it and putting it together. And now you can see where both of our folds are together and that's going to be the back of our box. Okay, so this is going to be the front. Isn't that adorable? And it goes together truly that quick and easy. So now we get to decorate it. And I'm going to come in. I put some things already together. I think I'm going to like a little bit of this ribbon around the top. I had a piece already cut, but of course that one's not going to do it. I wonder, no, I'll cut a piece. And this is the open weave trim. And again, I think this was part of the last chance list. And I'm just going to tie it in a little bow on the front. I'm not going to leave a whole lot hanging down because I want to have, I want my decoration to be showing on the front. So I'm just going to do it like that. And this one I'm not going to give any handles to. You can do handles on it if you want to, but I am not going to. I'm a bunny ear bow gal, so I have two little bunny ears. One's going to go over the other, down through the hoop, and back up. So that's going to be my bow. I'm just going to make it a good size. And I'll just kind of cut it for now, and then I'll come back and trim it after we get it decorated. And for this one, because I have the gingerbread soap, I'm going to go ahead and use our gingerbread little man, our little gingerbread man. And I cut some pieces out with the branching out. And I think I like the bigger one. I've gone back and forth about this green, which is the old olive. And I really think I like the early espresso and the bigger one. Yeah, so that's the way I'm going to go. So I used some crumb cake cardstock, and I stamped my gingerbread man in early espresso ink. He has some of that gorgeous red satin ribbon, little red hat, and some of the little candy accessories there. They are adhesive backed accessories, and they're so cute. I just love them. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to pop them up with some dimensionals. Why not? Our Christmas party this year is going to have a gingerbread man theme to it. So I've been playing around with our little gingerbread man, getting him ready to go and making some different gifts and table setting things. And he is just so adorable. In fact, our upline, her Megan takes this month, we're with the gingerbread man, and we made some gift card holders, some really fun things. So, and he goes with a lot of different things too. We have that homemade treats, and he looks absolutely adorable with that. There's a little tiny gingerbread guy on there that he looks adorable with. So, all right, so let's come in, and I'm just gonna put some adhesive on that espresso there. Okay, and that's gonna go in the front of our box. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just set my soap in there for now so that I have something hard to press him down against. And I did put him at kind of an angle so that I could go ahead and line up my espresso piece. There we go. And now let's just fix our little bow here. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller up there. There we go. And let's go ahead and cut little, we'll give them about right to the edge of the box there. Okay, so that is our little gift box, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of tissue paper. So I'm going to go ahead and stack up my tissue paper here. This is one of the boxes I had in my Boxes, Bags, and Tags class this past weekend, and this was one of the bags that we did. Just going to put that right in there. I'm going to go up around it and inside our bag. And our class, we used the Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. There we go. So there we have your little fun gingerbread man with the gingerbread scented hand soap inside. And then we did our Nests of Winter. And this is the one we did with that. And again, just an, that red satin ribbon, which I absolutely love. Some little red gems, that Nests of Winter paper. Absolutely beautiful. And then I did some with the winter sweater textured paper. And for this one, I actually stamped right on a piece of DSP and made our gingerbread from that. And I also added some little ribbon handles to the sides of that one too. So there you go. It is a really cute bag made with a piece of 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.